Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day. Another day that we have no idea where Howard has disappeared to. Been reaching out to people that I know, or doing things I could to try and figure out what's going on with Howard, but to no avail. Let's see. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way, and this. Bring Big Cup over, and let me start working on it. So we're continuing work on the Hogwarts Express. Right now that we are working on the passenger car. Hey, Stephen, welcome. But working on the passenger's car, which I've been working on for a while, or 2 streams, I think. Check a couple of things real quick here. Okay, everything looks good. So last time we got through bag stage 25. We're going to start tonight with 26. Let me go ahead and get the bags out. Let's see, that's 27-1, 28-2, 27-2, so we'll put that over there. And Illinois continues to, there's 26, continues to have a heat wave in the 90s all the, well, not quite to 90, it was 87 today, but with the humidity, it feels terrible. Make sure that's everything in that bag. 26-2, 28-1, and since this is unlike the Real Bricks, Real Bricks Dutchman, this is follows the Lego standard, so I will open all three, yes, all 2 bags. Unlike some of the other stages where it had 2 bag stages in one step. So let's see. We need not those, these. Continuing to build the seats inside the train. And Andrea and I were talking today, and we figured out, because I'm quickly running out of Lego trains. I have the the Orient Express for after this, and that's the last Lego train I have. I'm not quite ready to start the Orient Express from Amati, so after this one, and then after the Orient Express, next one's going to be an Oakley train, actual train. I have a couple of them, and they're going to take a long time. Hey, there's an idea. How about if I do the step? I've done that a lot lately. I grab parts for the next step before I finish the step before. And I just realized it seems a little dark in here to me, and that is because I turned on the bench lights, but I did not turn on the overhead light. So let me, just hit my ankle on the wheel on my chair. But let's blast the screen for a second. Make it a little bit easier to see stuff. So we got these 4. We need these 4. And I was looking at this a little while ago before the stream, looked at what it shows in the book. I'm really kind of impressed with what they do with this. Because very cool, Alec. He said he's working on his first Jedi's that he's putting onto his 18th century longboat with guns, armed longboat. But what I was going to say is I think this is really pretty cool. What they did is you put this in here like this, and these can actually fold up like regular armrests. I'm impressed with that. I get impressed by simple things. So let me go ahead and put those down. And now we can go forward with these. So we got these 8, need 8 2-stud flats. 2, 4, 5, 6. And there has been a slight change in plans for the Tuesday stream. We will continue on the with the Flying Dutchman, but I picked up a Rio Bricks. What is it? Queen Anne's Revenge. Won't be here for a while. It's coming from China, but it's going to take the place of a smaller one that I already had. So I'm kind of looking forward to that because it's huge. It won't fit on the table. Well, it will, but it won't. This table is 48 inches wide. The Queen Anne's Revenge, the hull, not the forward spar, just the hull, is 42 inches long. So it's going to stick off that side of the table. Can't have it stick off this side of the table. Monitor's right there. It would get in the way. So let's keep building. And I mentioned when I first came on, if anybody has heard from Howard, let me know. I'm starting to get very concerned. You know, not everybody is going to know who Howard is, but he's, you know, he's on Discord. He usually shows up for streams. He hasn't shown up for any streams that I know of. Hasn't been on any Discord that I know of for almost a week. Getting very concerned. I've almost reached the extent of what I can do short of driving from Illinois to Michigan. I won't be doing that. That's just a little bit far to go. Sent him emails, messaged him. No, well, and it's not just me. A lot of us are starting to be concerned that something may have actually happened to him. But let me work on this build instead. Let me see, to give myself a little bit larger window. I'm back. I clicked the wrong button and away I went. Sorry about that, folks. So let me see. Let me catch up with chat first. I clicked the wrong button and away I went, like I said. So Alec got his second Deadeye done. Let's see. Alex says you'll have a similar accident as me if it sticks to your desk towards your monitor, Buck. Yeah, exactly. Welcome, Kenneth. He's sitting here watching your favorite YouTuber person while enjoying day off before he goes back to work tomorrow afternoon for 8 hours. I was trying to figure out what I did. I clicked the wrong button. Restream is still really new to me. And so, yeah. Okay. Let me get back to where I was. Let me find my window. Nope, not going to mess with any more controls in Restream. That was scary. Well, that should be entertaining. That should get a like or two from a couple of people. Let's see, we can close that window. I actually even went into another window trying to rejoin the stream on myself, but it said, you're backstage. Okay, there's the sources. There's the sources. That's funny. Okay, so like I said, I got confused. I did not mean to remove myself from the screen. So, let me think. Let me compose myself. Okay, I'm good. So here's the backs of the chairs. And sorry about that, people out there. That was kind of entertaining, at least for me. Let me see. That's a little bit tight there. Oh, knock that chair off, which is what I was trying to avoid doing. Alex said that he was blind. I blinded Alec. It's okay, Alec. You'll be fine. Maybe someday, eventually. Come on, get on there. I have no idea what I was saying either. I'm completely discombobulated at this point. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, I'm sitting here going, where's the eighth one? It's in my hand. So make sure those all look right. And I know Alec was no lacquer. It was me pushing buttons. Don't push buttons. It is rather interesting when you're on a live stream all alone and you remove yourself from the stage and nobody can see anything then. At least it was to me. Nice. We're putting some armrests on here. To match up with, and I will zoom in a little bit so you guys can actually see it. Kind of the reason I've got this, I keep everything centered on this concentric square is so that I know where to try and keep everything that's going on at. There you go. You can see a little bit better. Like I said earlier, here are the armrests that fold up. Really, really kind of cool the way those fold up. And then we got the outer armrests here, dividing each of these seats from each other. Now we need some windows, which go in the middle. Which begs the question, are they actually going to be windows? Okay, and so we need 2 of these. 1, 2. It says 4. There's number 3. Okay, there. I just didn't see him. I'm blind, just like Alec. Oh, wrong ones. We need the clear ones. These. Oh. That begs the question. Oh, never mind. I know how to do that. I was going to say it begs the question using Restream, how you would have a producer on, but not having them take up some of the screen, because Restream does have some cool things where it fills the screen no matter what. In OneStream, I'm still working with them to see if I'm going to get any kind of reimbursement, because their website lies about what they actually are offering. Flat out, to me, it lies, because it says you can get a or not a co-host. Your admins can read chat and respond to chat, do all the things with chat that you need an admin to do. But according to what they're telling me, oh yeah, that's not enabled yet, but it says on the website that it is. So I'm a little bit miffed, I guess. Miffed would be a good word. And I've canceled my subscription to them, but now I'm having to fight with them about, and I said Restream, I mean OneStream. I am so sorry, Restream. I'm having to fight with OneStream Live to see if I'm going to be able to get the money back that I paid to them in good faith, based off of what they have, what they say their capabilities are, which they don't have. I'm grumpy. I'm grumpy tonight. Not really, but it sounds like it. Just wandering from one complaint to the next. That's what I'm doing tonight. I think part of it is because it is hot in here. Not so much hot, but really humid. Matter of fact, let's take a look. What is the thermostat say? 54% humidity in here. By the way, Alec, you mentioned, sorry, I just kind of saw what I have to do with these. Alec mentioned his dead eyes. Okay, it does fit through there. I was like, he mentioned his dead eyes, and make sure that you bring that boat to Woody Wednesday next week so that we can all see them or see it. And that, this is kind of neat, because I know what this is. This is going to be a light that would be out in the hallway. So I may eventually have to get a light kit for this. I have a few of my brick kits that have lights for them. Not all of them. Okay. Oh, and I finally hit 1,500 subscribers today. Or actually hit 1,500 yesterday, 1,501. I think that's kind of cool. Nice milestone. So now I'm waiting for, working towards the next milestone, which will be probably, my guess, it will be 2,000 is what I'm working towards next. And that one will take about forever. I'm looking at this. That's not what they want. That goes there. I guess this is supposed to be like this. It doesn't quite make complete sense yet. Let me move him. Ah! Malfoy lost his legs. Definitely does not make sense now. What am I missing? Okay, that's right. I'm looking at how this is built because they want to put this, want you to put this on here, but that single stud there is in the way. Okay, that goes on there like that. There's my problem. Okay. I'm putting it on sideways from what it's supposed to be on. So we can put the seat back in there, stick Malfoy back in there, hope he doesn't lose his legs again. I get confused sometimes. Maybe that's why Legos are only supposed to be from 1 to 100, because when you get to be 100, you lose your mind and don't know how to do these things anymore. And there's Kenneth again. Kenneth is back. Welcome, Kenneth. He says he's sitting here watching, enjoying the day off before he goes back to work. Go back to work 8 hours Friday, then he's off for the weekend. Very cool. Very cool, Kenneth. I did see your comment earlier. I did, and I read it after I got back. It's nice to have weekends off. So these two go here, and what we're doing is closing up these openings where the lights are. And adding additional lights in some places. Okay, that's going to go like that. That goes on there like so. And then that's going to go on here like this. Except like that. Oh, and I see what that does. That gives another light for in this area here. So many new kinds of blocks from when I was a kid. We had a few flats, but not near the variety that there are now. Ah, yeah, I'm not surprised after I threw myself backstage and couldn't figure out how to get back that you weren't here. I wasn't here for a while. But I do appreciate you stopping by. And of course, I put that together without putting this block in here. And just so that everybody knows what I'm talking about, Kenneth said he wasn't here when I read the first message. So that's going to go on there like so, and then here. And then we're going to do this one. I keep wanting to leave the single stud block flat out. I appreciate that, Kenneth. He says that I wouldn't miss my favorite YouTuber person. I really do appreciate that. Appreciate that. That makes me feel good. So now we've got a little bit of the dividing walls going in, dividing walls between the seats. So if anybody wants to chat, let me know how the weather is in your area. Because here, it's freaking ugly. And it's supposedly we're supposed to get rain tonight. I don't believe them. It's been one of these things of we need rain, we aren't getting rain. And it's just being stinking hot. Let's see if we can keep from knocking Malfoy out again. Let's see, mark that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to mark it. Just so I knew which one was the most recent comment. Because I'm liable to get lost again. I'm good at that. This one's going to go here behind the seats. And this one goes behind this seat. I just heard Andrea upstairs. Dogs apparently are being unruly again. They get a little bit rambunctious. Let me zoom this out just a hair. I haven't been having that kind of flat, Alec. It's just you that has that kind of flat all the time. Let me respond to this message real quick on Discord. Earth is flat like your head. Oh, sorry. Started channeling my inner Bugs Bunny. Okay. Back to the stream. Somebody in Michigan has his phone number. And I just asked him if they would mind sending me his number so I could try giving him a call, or if they would give him a call. Howard, I mean. We will sort this out one way or the other. Six, 8, 4, 6, and 8. Make sure 2, 4. No, I lost track there. Oh, no, I didn't lose track. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm distracted tonight. I'm not sure if you can tell. Okay. Back to this. Let me do one more thing on Discord real quick. Okay. Turn off Discord. You're on a stream. Pay attention to the stream. Otherwise, people will hate you. Wait, I know a group of people that already do hate me. It's okay. I hate them back. So here we are building the headrests. So, focus. I forget when you zoom in. So that's a headrest. Let me put one on. And realize that I've done something wrong. That's what I did wrong. I went too tall on that one. There we go. I'll put 2 of them on first. Put one there. Oh, and Alec and I were talking about something. He sent a couple of emails. So there, and there, you have the seat, and the armrest folds up. That is really cool. That is really, really cool, at least in my mind. Instead of putting all 3 parts together at once, let me put 2 and then do the 1 on top of that. Oops, already had one on here. Look at me go. Go ahead and get all 4 of these together. I will say these are a little bit tight blocks. Anybody who has been watching my channel for a long time will recognize, let me zoom out. Tiny Batman's back. Tiny Batman's back. The cat's waving. Just all kinds of madness going on my desktop tonight. I keep hitting the wrong. There we go. Didn't mean to put that on the screen, just meant to mark it. Grabbing the wrong pieces. Da, 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 da. So these go back here. It is funny because I remember when I first started working on this car, one of the long plates underneath here was bent the wrong way, the other way from what it is now, because it's now curving up a little bit. Kind of funny. I mean, you can see it a little bit, not from the top so well, but it is, when you play with it, it is bouncing a little bit on this end. You can hear it. Okay, so stickers. I hate stickers. And the sad part is the only reason that the aftermarket or the knockoff brands do stickers is because the main brand does stickers. There are several companies that refuse to do stickers now on their own creations, and I think that's a fantastic thing. So this is going to go on here like this. It's a notice board. You can almost read some things on it. It's going to go up here in the front, and it does go completely across that area. And these last 5 parts, which, should I have to, I have spares, because the number of brick builds I've done in the past. I see. That is very cool. A couple of short pieces or small flats to go in there. Okay, and that is stage 25. Not 25, 26. I did that last week too. So let's get 27-1 open here. We'll move these over here because 27-2 is fairly decent size. So we're going to split it between the 2 pockets. And so we need this one. Decent right here. And 2 single stud flat pieces. So I was watching a movie today. Wow, 70-year-old movie too. Academy Award winning movie, if I remember right. I was watching 10 Commandments. And it has been a long time since I've seen it, and I don't think I've ever watched it end to end like I am now. It's one of these things I've watched it in pieces. I watched it about an hour earlier today, went upstairs, hung out with Andrea. Then I watched another hour before starting the stream, and I'll probably finish it tonight. It's a 4-hour movie. It takes a long time to watch that movie. And I reached it's kind of funny, the part that I reached right before the stream was the intermission. Miss back when they used to make movies with intermission. You knew that it was a really long movie at that point. The only other one that I can think of off the top of my head that actually had a built-in intermission in the film was A Bridge Too Far. That was a good movie too. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 4 of these. There they are. There's 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to do this one twice. Go that. That way, hopefully, Restream will make a noise when somebody chats. So I know that somebody said something. Come on. There we go. Okay, like that. Then we're going to do the seats back to back. Guess this would be the cheap seats. It is kind of funny that they make it seem in the first movie like everybody goes into a separate room, has a room in the train, but I'm pretty sure it's just like the rest of us. Some of us go in coach. Interesting. So this is going to push between these like that. It's going to go in there like that because this head's no studs. So it's a friction fit next to and behind, or next to and between the seats, like that. Ah, okay. Nope, other way around. Trying to put it in the wrong way. Come on, fit in there. There we go. Two of those. Two of those. And two of those. And that tells me what those black pieces are for. Those black pieces go in there, and the only reason they're there is to give some, because they friction fit, it gives support to these pieces, this one and this one over here. Nicely done, Lego. These are actually going to be windows this time because they have glass. Of course, by glass, I mean clear plastic. Which just pops in just like that. You lay it in there, push it in. There's a little pin at the top and bottom that fit into some small holes in the brick itself. Almost missed these four. Go between the light window with that has the light and the window that opens into the room. Okay, 4 of these. Which are going to go in the doorway. It's kind of funny as I'm building this and thinking about the movie and the books. One thing they never really point out is, yes, Harry Potter was a orphan and everything else, but he was rich. He was one of the elite. Just because his aunt and uncle didn't treat him well doesn't change that. Okay, so no. Come on. Get on there. There we go. Oops, not yet. We'll go from here still. No, they're in here. 2 more of these sliding doors. Ah, okay. Spin this around here. Again, it fits down inside the studs down there on the bottom. And I'm double checking, making sure that I put the door, the actual graphic for the door, away from the brick so that if it's used to open and close it at all, it does not scratch it off. 3 of these. Not my favorite way to do this. They've come up with better ways. They did it on the the Death Star a lot better. Okay, so these are going on here like so. So putting these on like that, and then this is going to go over the top, over the edge here. And that's going to hold the door in. It will slide, but not very well. Wondering what Andrea is watching because it's making a lot of noise. It sounds like things are blowing up. Huh? Okay. Turn this back around. So I'm looking at the side that they want me to be looking at. But it still isn't wanting to go on there. Ow! Mother! Okay. It wanted me to hurt myself first. Now that I've done that, it's going in place. It's actually this brick right here that's causing the problem. No blood. So get this one down where it belongs. Hold it in place with this. Come on. Yeah. There we go. This one slides pretty okay, but it's about ready to pop out. This one is a little bit different because it's got more studs down here on the bottom. The single stud here makes a huge difference. But it's going to be a display piece, not a play piece, so it should be fine. Okay. One of these two, and one of these. This one goes right here. Nice. This is actually going to tie both ends of the car together. Come on. There we go. And started a little bit to make it not be curved. Four. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are lights for inside the rooms. There's one. That one popped. Actually didn't pop off. It just never went all the way on. Two. Three. Come on, fit on there. And 4. Oops. Trying to put that one up too high. 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. 4 of these. 2 of these. And 2 of these. This is more lights for inside the car. Or for inside the rooms. More lights, the rest of the headrest across the top, or up across the top. Not sure if you'd call it a headrest or not. And more stickers. Always more stickers. That one, that one. At least these aren't, these dark brown ones are not doing what they were doing on the, oh, what was it? The Disney train. They're not the ones that shattered. So we got 18 and 20. And I saw something the other day. Did not know. But I'm going to try it. I saw I don't remember if it was a video, what kind of post it was. But that's also for stickers. Actually works. That's kind of impressive. Now give me a tool that will get the stickers off of the sheet. The only reason I'm using this is because my pliers are not pliers, my tweezers are all put away. Okay, so this one is going to go on here like this. That's not going down. Hang on. Oops, now it is. Let's try this again. That just does not want to go down. Straight. Okay, that one's on. And I want this one on. That one went on okay. And we're going to do the same thing again for these. 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. 2 of these. And 2 of these. But this time, they're built the opposite way. These ones, this opening here was over here instead. Do the second one, and we'll get to the stickers. I hate stickers. Oops, Goofy down. Ah, Batman down. These are just little art pictures that would be above the streets, or above the seats, not streets, in the Hogwarts Express. I just noticed there are quotes from the movie in those black oblong pieces or stickers. These are going to go opposite of the ones that we just did. This one is just like the other one. Does not want to go on there. Two of these. Total of 4 of these. Oh, there's only, I'm still looking for the second one of these. There's only one. Here, we're just filling in the spot. And also having these grab onto the ones next to them. Nicely done. because now these upper pieces that I just put on here won't pop off. Only if I can get them to go on, though. Let's try this again, because this one does not want to go in place. Damn it. It's already in there. That's not going to come back out. There we go. Now it's in place. Put the hammer down. I don't want to put the hammer down. Sorry. The voices in my head sometimes have such wonderful ideas. Even more bracing to hold these together. There we go. 1, 1, 2. Three, 1 and 1. It would be a royal pain in the butt if these were like the dark brown ones from the Disney train. Really, really and truly would have been a pain in the butt because of how many would break. Okay, so Harry, let go of the seat, Harry. Ron and Hermione. So let me see. They've got the door slid open. So Hermione's can stand in the door. She's actually standing outside. That's funny. They have Harry and Ron standing on the seats. Not sitting, standing. Oh, there's the problem. Put the armrest up. Then Ron will be able to stand up there. Harry's showing the wrong face. Let me see. There's no good way to turn the heads around. Wait. There we go. Now Harry's got the right face on. But what is he holding? Oh, chocolate frog. I've got Harry holding a chocolate frog here. Put your arm down, Ron. You're in the way. The chocolate frog does not stick to his hand very well. There we go. Okay. And it says in the instructions, and okay, those are still not there. It says aging potions for Lego minifigures. Have you noticed that some Lego minifigures legs are different lengths for different sections? To show the transition of the main characters as they grow up, these minifigures were created to look like 11-year-olds for the first section, then teenagers and adults in the following sections. In the first cabin, Harry and Ron minifigures are placed standing on the seats. The child minifigures with the shortest legs are simply not big enough to have moving hip joints. Okay, so I got the wrong Harry. Got the wrong Harry there because his legs bend. This one does not. That's why they're standing on the seats, because they can't do anything else. And Hermione. Her hair come off. Is supposed to be wearing a dress. I didn't pick up on that earlier. She's also supposed to have hair. So interestingly, apparently this is going to be when they're young. Yeah, then they get older as they move further back in the train. Very cool. Oh, matter of fact, they don't have Malfoy. Okay. Or the cart lady. So we have Hermione sitting here. The way these seats are, they're not going to stay there if I move the train. Oh, this one. Okay. Ah! My Lego minifigures won't stay in place. I'm sad. I wonder, do I have the wrong legs for this Hermione? Must have, because those are the only legs here. Just thought about it. Weasley's on the train. So let me go over and grab them. I think they're on here. I thought they were on here. They're somewhere. The hazards of... Oh, there you are. Okay, so Harry. Wrong Harry. Oh, he stole the seat. Give it back, Harry. There's your problem. On all of these, I put the cushions in backwards. I put the studs in the back rather than the front. Tearing everything up. I'll go ahead and slide this door open while I'm working on the minifigs, because there's going to be a Dementor in the hallway. But only if I can get that cushion out. Do it this way. Remember the chocolate frog? Come on. Note to self, when you're going to work with Legos, never, never, ever trim your fingernails. You might have to pull some blocks off. I'm not going to dig for the chocolate frog. It's just going to fall off again. Forget the professor's name, but he goes right there. This is bigger Harry. This is the tiny Harry. Those windows really, really are in the way, or the way they are is kind of a pain. Come on. You know what they say? The struggle is real. Come on. Okay, get Ron in here. Put Ron's arms up, because Ron's always crying. Hermione in here. Move your arm, Ron. And I've got the armrests up on all of them. That's just the only way they'll fit. And then we'll put the Dementor out here in the hallway. If we can get him on that stud. He's on there, but he's loose. And then it says very detectable extension charm. Admittedly, in the second cabin, we diverted slightly from the movie scene, but there's a good reason for that. Hermione and Ron have switched places to make room for Hermione's minifigures, voluptuous hairpiece. Gorgeous as it may be, as you can see, it does not really leave much room for raising her right arm high enough to squeeze into the corner. Makes sense. And so we do have Malfoy up here. Interestingly, they have Harry sitting on the floor up here. Luna back here. Not really sure why they would have Harry sitting on the floor, but we'll put Harry walking in, and Malfoy at the door to the train. In the second cabin, we have glass or this bottle, and then we can put the luggage racks in. Hopefully without disturbing the minifigs too much. There's a lot going on in here. And what I'll do is I will zoom the camera out so that we can actually get it to focus when I hold it up. Come on. That is bag 27. We'll zoom the camera all the way out. Didn't realize I had already zoomed it all the way out. So there went the... So we got Hermione in the door, Ron having a piece of candy, Harry with a chocolate frog that is now on the floor right in front of Hermione. Forget the professor's name. Got Harry here, Hermione, Ron, Luna is here, Harry's right here, Malfoy is right here. And let me see if I can get... There we go. Nope. There we go. I forget. I said it earlier, but I can't remember the name of this creature. There in the door. Coming to get Harry. Oh, and I missed some chat from 20 minutes ago. Holy cow. Alex said, Buck, you said the quote wrong. It's, I hate snakes, not stickers. And he said, I know, wrong franchise. Steven said, get a bigger hammer. Alex said, guy who sits in the compartment after Harry and Ron. Madam, I hate to be that passenger, but I believe there are muddy footprints all over my seat. Alex says, hello from long forgotten chat. Shame I'm not off today, or I'd help you produce again. And Lupin is his name. Yes, Lupin. Sorry about that. I thought this thing made noise when I got chat. It doesn't. So, caught up on chat. caught up on chat, actually right on time too. So 28-1, 28-2. Dementor, yes, thank you. I said it earlier too. You know, they say the mind is the first thing that goes. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Get this one, two of these. That is kind of cool, the way they do the Dementors and the way they introduce the Patronus. Okay, so this is going to be the other end of the card. Should probably move my cup. Okay. I do like the color, this colored orange. That is really cool looking brick. Come on, where you at? Where you at? I know you're in there somewhere. Let's go ahead and move these pieces out of the way. There we go. It's new to you, Bug. It will take time to get used to it. Yes, yes. Not remembering stuff is kind of new still. If you ask my wife, I haven't remembered things for a long time, but you know, well, and it is true. Certain things, the mind goes first. Seems like I said that already. Okay, four of those, two of those, and two and six. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and one of them, and the other one. Oh yeah. Do this 2 times. Come on, get on there. There's one. Why am I grabbing that? Come on, there we go. Talk nice to your Legos and they will talk nice to you. I just thought of something. Earlier, I heard The echo making noise. I wonder if that means the dehumidifier for this room is here, so I don't have to melt. Okay, this one goes on here. And that one goes there. Nice. I like the colors in this set. I like the green. There's some burgundy ones coming up too. Colors, I've seen the greens before, green before. Never seen that burgundy though. Okay, there's only one of those. I'm sitting there looking for the second one of a part that there's only one of. Where you at, part? I'm looking for one single piece. Ah, there it is. Oops. Almost looks like a suitcase as I'm building it. Hitting the hammer. 1, 2. Three. There you go. I've had to look away before these things would sneak back in. I do like the way they did the luggage racks. Luggage racks in here. Those are kind of cool. And not sure if the Lego one has it, but I do know that the wood and metal Orient Express does have those. The luggage racks at the top. There's your problem. Sitting here looking at this going, that doesn't look right. That's because I put these in the wrong spot. I have to make mistakes. Otherwise, Alec wouldn't have things to make fun of me with. Alec likes to make fun of me. And I'm okay with that. Kind of where our friendship started with it, was one of us making fun of the other one all the time. Then everybody joining in. And then certain people getting really mad about it. Okay, where are you at? There you are. Come on. All the way on there. There we go. It's actually starting to hurt my fingers. I usually don't get hurt fingers when I'm building with these things. Pinched my finger in there. Actually caught the skin. Ah, yes. There's going to be at least one more window like this one up here, I think. Maybe not quite as big. But that's where pretty sure that's where this is going to go. Oops. Pop that on there. Nope. It's right the other way when it hangs down. Put a light there. Nope, not that one. That one. Interesting. These are going in the normal way. Come on. Not 100% sure if that one's, yeah, that one's down. It was trying not to go in all the way. Six of these. Four little brown windows. And four of the smaller window panes. Interesting, they actually have you build the window first and then put the glass in, or build the assembly around it. Come on. Sometimes you just got to take it back out and reseat it because that window didn't want to go into place. There's that one. That one, and then, yeah, they are going in sideways. It wasn't these pieces that go in sideways, but the windows in front of them that go in sideways. And there we go. That one wasn't all the way in. And then the stud right in front of it holds it for right now. This stud here, whatever goes on there is actually going to hold it permanently. One of those, one of those, one of those, one of those, and two of these. Dropping stuff everywhere. Yeah, that's luggage. That's absolutely luggage right there. You can see it's luggage. Kind of like the alligator at the end of, you know, after chasing somebody with, it's got the right equipment, your luggage. I don't remember what movie that was in, but it was kind of funny. More luggage. And this is the color of red bricks that I had never seen before. This burgundy. I like this burgundy. That's a really cool burgundy there. So it says he's got this one sitting here kind of canted. Come on. I want to get it. There we go. And it says magical suitcases for every house. The magical suitcases stacked inside the passenger car represent the colors of the four houses of Hogwarts. So whichever house you belong to, you can pretend one of the cases is yours. That is very cool. And they do. They represent each of the four houses. Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin. Now I've lost my mind again. Alex is going to throw it in there. I forget the fourth house. Ravenclaw. Alec didn't throw it in there. I remembered. My brain does work a little bit. Sometimes. One wall here. One wall here. Cool thing is that once this is done, finishing actually the train, there's still the station to do, or at least part of it. Not a whole lot of the station is there, but platform 9 3/4 is. Told you Alec would come up with it. He was a little bit slow on the uptake because I already said Ravenclaw. You're behind, Alec. Are you sleeping at the job on the Switch again? Okay. One of those, three of those, and one of these. Sometimes when I'm doing something like this, I wonder why they give you 1x2 blocks instead of a 4x4, or 2x2 actually, a block with 4 studs. Two windows, 2 doors. Make sure I got the right doors. Come on, window, get in place. There we go. Decent goes on this side here. Decent goes on this side here. One, two, three. These are specifically to hold these doors in place. One, two, and one. Okay, that one goes here. Sometimes it's hard to see what the new piece is that they add, or new pieces that they added are. But once you spot them, it gets pretty easy to get it straightened out. Piece of glass, the window, a piece of glass in the door, put the door back here. Come on. Put that on there to hold. Come on. There we go. Get it to hold the door in place. I don't know if the mic picked that up. My shoulder just popped. Almost done. We're going to end a few minutes early simply because I'm not going to start another bag at 10 till 8. Put that on there. That like so. I want my shoulder again. And that's going to plug into this spot right here. There's a stud down here at the bottom. I'm going to put that onto the stud here. Rotate that up and pop that in place. Exactly the same as the other one back there. Interesting. Did I miss a piece somewhere? Because that's a... Oh, no, I did. It's 2 pieces, not 1. I was looking at it, so I thought there was only 1 of these. It's actually 2. Come on, get on there. I said, get on there. Alex says perhaps they do that to raise the number of parts and therefore the price. It's possible. I don't think so. I don't think Lego is quite that cheap. There we go. Didn't want to go on. Sorry about that. Sorry about your ears. Okay, and pop this on here. Let's see. It's still got a little bit of a rock right here. And that's impressive. That actually took, well, along with the faux pas when I removed myself from the stream accidentally, that took the full 2 hours for 3 bags. Not too bad. So to recap, let's bring this camera down about here. Bring up OBS, put it in studio mode so I can see what I'm putting on screen before I put it on screen. Yeah, nobody wants to see just the mouse. Let's see. Swing that around. I'm sitting here adjusting this camera. Of course, a smart person would finally set up the camera that auto adjusts itself, but who says I'm smart? Okay, let's switch cameras. And there is Hogwarts Express, the passenger card, as it stands right now. We're going to start on this side. Really looking pretty cool here. Got a Dementor hanging out in the door here. Hermione's here. We just did the back end here. Got the other door. And then we're going to work our way through the cars. Here in the first car, matter of fact, let's pick this up. In the first car here, we have Harry, Ron, and Hermione as young kids when they're all 11 years old. Short legs, that's why they're standing on the seats. They can't help themselves. And then we move to the teenage car. We got Hermione, Ron, Lupin, and Harry right there. Hang on. Refocus. Come on, Kim. And we have Dementor outside the door to the room. Then we move to the adult car. So each portion of the car is Harry at a different age. Here's the adult Harry, not fully adult. There's Luna, and you got Malfoy getting ready to come out the door. Really looking pretty cool in my mind. I like the way this is going together a lot. Let's go ahead and do a top-down view. One thing it doesn't have, I might have to get a light kit because it doesn't have lights inside of it. It needs lights. Then we don't have anywhere yet for the treat lady in the train. So let me see. This is still book 3, just past halfway through book 3. So this is gonna go on. Let's see. What are we on? We are on stream number 5, I think. Hang on, let me see. Somewhere I got it. I think it's stream number 5. Oh, people have left. That's okay. But stream number 5, I'm thinking we're going to get to 9 streams by the time this is done. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the build. If you did, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. And maybe, just maybe, I won't do that again and boot myself out of the stream. With that, I'm going to say, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, have a great day, have a great day tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next video or stream.
Table full of parts, one little box, then it starts. Click, click, watch it rise. Tiny pieces, big surprise. Fantasy bricks on the floor, Loomy bricks at the door. Mold king in the pile, I've been building for a while. Stack it up, don't stop now. Make it bigger somehow. One more turn, one more fit. Tell me you can see it. Build with bricks, bricks with buck. That's the trick. Build with bricks, hold it up and let it click. Fantasy bricks, Loomy bricks, Mold King we on that fix. Build with bricks, your tube intro. Hit that switch, hands get dusty, mind gets clear. Little world around me here. Every beam in its place, every line got pace. You say what's next, I say more. Open up another door. Start low, then climb. Make a kingdom out of time. Stack it up, don't stop now. Make it bigger somehow. One more turn, one more fit. Tell me you can see it. Build with bricks, bricks with buck. That's the trick. Build with bricks, hold it up and let it click. Fantasy bricks, Loomy bricks, Mold King we on that fix. Build with bricks, your tube intro. Hit that switch. From a blank space to a skyline, from a pile to a sign. You and me, piece by piece, we make